Azulejo's standards-based curriculum, simultaneously emphasizing context and themes, introduces students to high-level critical thinking as it prepares them for success in the AP Spanish Literature and Culture course. The course uses a thematic approach to introduce students to representative texts from Peninsular Spanish, Latin American, and U.S. Hispanic literature. This introduction of themes offers students the opportunity to make connections and comparisons across disciplines, time periods, and cultures to assist them in gaining insights on the many voices, historical periods, and cultures represented in the required readings. Azulejo is divided into units that progress chronologically, which allows students to study the historical context in which the work was written and to appreciate how authors see, engage, and influence their world. The chapter begins with general historical and cultural information. This is followed by one or more units that make logical comparisons around the works of several authors. Each selection within the unit begins with specific background information about the author's life, influences, and literary style. This is followed by the reading and discussion questions. Then there are a series of activities to engage students more deeply with the text. At the end of each unit, Azulejo asks students to reflect on major themes, wrestle with essential questions, and draw connections to their own lives. Vocabulary is glossed within the readings, and students also have access to vocabulary in the glossary within the appendices, both in the Vocabulario General and the Terminología Literaria. There is also vocabulary practice provided in our online platform, the Learning Site. There are AP-style practice items and assessments for each piece of literature. In addition, there are quizzes on literary terminology for each unit, and short practice quizzes including interpretive listening, reading analysis questions, and free response items. There is also a simulated AP exam composed of multiple choice reading analysis and free response questions. All of these assessments have online components and options for completing and submitting them electronically. Azulejo provides a number of supports to assist students in accessing and interacting with the readings. In the appendices of the student text, there are suggestions and guidelines for interpreting poetry, the glossary of literary terms, and an overview of the readings in alignment with each of the themes. There is also support for writing the essay portions on the AP exam. Notes abound for the teacher too. In the teacher edition of Azulejo, there are notes for the teacher, along with sample answers for discussion questions. And in the appendices, there are guidelines and suggestions for teaching how to address the analytical essay, how to score the essays, a tool for helping students acquire vocabulary called the Autoprueba, and a suggested course syllabus. There are also resources online, such as audio transcripts and answer keys. The Learning Site, our online platform, is optimized for Chrome and can be accessed on desktop computers, laptops, tablets, and smartphones with its own app for iOS devices. Wayside titles are available in print with digital access or digital only. There are two components which make up the Learning Site, the FlexText and The responsive FlexText ebook has all the same layout and content as the hardcover textbook. The FlexText is ideal for displaying text and images during class or online, and by clicking on the Explorer icon, students are directed to the related online content, which makes moving between the FlexText and Explorer seamless. And students and teachers can highlight and annotate text. Explorer is the heart of the learning site. It is where all the resources, the videos, the audios, activities, PDFs, and more are housed. Under the Content tab are all of the resources that accompany each reading, along with additional practice and assessment items, and the AP-like unit assessments. In addition, there are general resources to support teachers and students alike. Tasks and assessments are easily assigned to students and then accessed via the Assignments tab. Students can review their progress under the Grades tab. Each class also has a chat room called the Classroom Forum, where they can continue conversations outside of class. It's a great tool to communicate upcoming deadlines and reminders to students, as well as to build your online community. At every step in Azulejo, our overriding objective has been to encourage students to acquire the lasting habit of reading literature with understanding and pleasure, and to gain a deeper appreciation of the various Hispanic cultures and people. For more information or inquiries about Azulejo, please contact us at info@waysidepublishing.com.